All right, peace and love, everyone. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, please like and subscribe. And I am so elated to be here this evening to speak with you all. And it is a wonderful moon day, Monday, and how appropriate that is also the first super full moon supermoon of the year 2025, and it's a full supermoon tonight on Monday, Moon Day. So it's like, what a auspicious day. I don't want to say coincidence because there are no coincidences, and so this is just a wonderful um phenomenon that we are able to witness and experience in real time. So if you see the thumbnail, that's an actual picture of the moon outside. I took that picture about maybe a couple of hours ago, and it's very full this evening. It's very bright, and it appears very close to Earth, and undoubtedly is. And so we're going to talk about that and its significance, because all of this has meaning and it matters. And for those of us who are striving to live in harmony with nature and striving to live um, according to the natural time and frequencies of the earth, we know that the phases of the moon are significant and important. The different phases actually mark different times. The months of the year were actually um, named after the different moons, and each the moon cycles mark new months. And in some cultures, I know a friend of mine, in her culture, they celebrate their new year in the fall season, sometime shortly after the fall equinox. And different cultures have their new year different times of the year, but it's a very important time of the year after the equinox. And what I heard today, um, from the news radio, which really, what I heard about this supermoon actually was very exciting to me, because not only is this the first supermoon of the year and it's the beginning of a series of them, this is the harvest moon. So it's a super full moon in October, and normally um the first what is it called, the first full moon um after the fall equinox is the one in October is not the full moon. October is normally called the hunter's moon, but because it happened after the equinox, I hope I'm saying it right, it is a it is called the harvest moon. So the full moon closest to the fall equinox is called the harvest moon, and this year it falls in October. So I guess normally it would have been in the September after the equinox, but because it fell on October 6th, it's beginning on October 6th, it's called the harvest moon. And which I also think is a appropriate title for it. And this season, family, is going to be an exciting one. The next few months are going to be very critical, very interesting. Not only does today begin the super full moon and the first in the series, this is a solar maximum year. Excuse me. And the next few months are going to be full of surprises, full of energetic changes, and just a lot of things being revealed and being brought to fruition as we begin to approach the winter solstice. So be aware of that. Please be very aware of that. Don't be so quick to get caught up in a lot of the political stuff that's happening right now. And please, please don't get caught up in a lot of the distractions that's out here, because that's just what they are. They're distracting you from what is really going on and what is happening in the universe around us. Now is the fall season has begun. And if you live, I live on the East Coast, so we're starting to physically feel some of the effects of fall. I haven't seen the leaves changing colors too much, but temperatures are starting to drop, especially overnight in the wee hours of the morning, but it's still pretty warm during the daytime. And it's a lot quieter. It's not as many birds outside as it was in the summer. So I think they have started their transition as they move south, or wherever they move to get ready for the upcoming season. But the signs of fall are there. They are there. And the fall season is very important. It is a time of a major transition taking place. It's a time of gratitude. It's a time of release and reflection. It's a time of abundance. Um, as many crops are harvested in the late summer, early fall season. So this is a significant time for harvesting a lot of things, and not only harvesting things physically from your gardens or your farm, is also a time of harvest and receiving and gratitude and abundance. The seeds energetically, or the things that you started, and the projects and things you started or developed during the spring, during the summer, during the changes that took place during that time. A lot of us made changes. I know I did. And a lot of a transition taking place. So some of the things that I worked on months ago, I'm starting to see, finally, I'm starting to see them manifesting and coming to full fruition. And I'm very grateful and appreciative of the long awaited changes. And they say everything happens in divine time, and so I'm sticking to that story. And a lot of things are happening rapidly for many of us. Many people are starting to see things that were just thoughts in their mind, things that were just ideas, start to come full circle or come into fruition or make themselves manifest now. And I think it's not just because it's the fall season. I think it's the energy of this time period. Um, we know, those of us who follow the natural calendar, or the 13 moon 28-day calendars, or whatever natural calendars you follow, we know the Gregorian calendar is different, and how it measures time is very different from the natural time calendar. And so this season that we're in right now is going to be a very full, interesting one. We're going to be seeing a lot of changes, a lot of things being exposed, and a lot of I just want to say excitement. I don't want to put a label on it, but it's an exciting time, family, to be alive and to see the things that are happening and coming into their fullness right now. Um, like I said earlier, this is a solar maximum year. If you're not clear what that is, go back and watch the video I did earlier this year with my beloved brother, Makua Ray. He spoke in detail about that and what we could expect from this year, 2025. He also talked a lot about the planetary alignments that we had earlier this year. And all of these things, all these cosmic events, all these energies are in preparation for something bigger that's coming. It's also um, the signs in the heavens, um, or whatever you want to, call it. And I don't like the term space, but the signs that's out there in the cosmos, like the planetary alignment earlier this year, and some of the other changes, the solar maximum, all of these things are coming together. It's like a convergence to let us know of something is coming, something is happening. It's a force of nature, and those of us who pay attention to the signs that we see in nature pay closer attention to them, because things are happening much more rapidly, things are manifesting much more quickly, and you were starting to see phenomenon that hasn't been seen in hundreds, and in some instances thousands of years. So this is very significant. History is being made, and we're here to witness it. And this is something that we can tell our children, our grandchildren, that we witness and we experience. And some of these phenomena may not happen again in our lifetimes. So paying close attention and experiencing it, and paying, just being aware of it is very, very important. So the super moon, which starts this evening, is very important because we know the moon is a non-luminous object, and it reflects light from the sun, and the moon represents feminine energy. It represents the element of water, and the moon represents reflection, reflection, going within, doing the inner work. And this is a great time for that. So when you have a super moon, is letting you know that it's more of a need for reflection and doing the inner work. The super moon serves as a powerful reminder of the cycles of life and the importance of going within and doing some self reflection and just self introspect, taking a look at you and what needs change, if change is needed, or what is happening in your life. And a lot of times we focus so much of our attention outside of ourselves. We're always, many of us are always so preoccupied with the external world and things that are outside of us. And a lot of times we don't look within, we don't seek answers within, and we don't look at our inner self, our shadow work. We don't do any of that except in times of crisis, which is crisis is important because it can be a powerful catalyst for change. However, we don't always want to wait until things get bad, things get out of hand, things get ugly, the stuff hits the fan, and then we want to say, oh, well, maybe I should do some inner work, or maybe I should do some shadow work, or maybe I should look within or go within or be quiet or be more introspective. Let's not wait until things get out of hand. Even when there's the calm before the storm, or everything seems to be just so right with your life, you still can do inner work. You still can do some self-reflection and some renewal for yourself. You can still do your self improvement, is always time for that, not just in times of difficulty or crisis, or when we feel we're going through the dark night of the soul. You don't have to wait for those moments to do those things. So the super moon to me reminds us of those things. Also, by it being closer to Earth, I'm sure it has some impact on the water element on our planet and the water within ourselves, because we know that we're mostly water. And we also know that we have a deep connection with water, that element. The element is all around us, it's a part of us, and we are part of it. Water is life. And the moon is a great reminder of how water plays an important role in our lives. And let's keep that in mind during this super moon season as well. And all there's seasons and cycles throughout life. And yes, this is a super moon season, as they call it, because it's going to be a series of them. And this is the first um, one of 2025. So pay attention to what is going on around you, physically, what's going on in the world, and what's happening in your life during these next few months and these next few super moons. Just pay closer attention to what's happening, what's being said, what's going on, and just see if it is in alignment with some things that you may have wrote about in your journals or in your affirmations and in previous months or years, and see if there is um a pattern to what's happening in the next few months versus what you may have affirmed or decreed or prayed about, or you know wrote in your affirmations or whatever some time ago. Just see if there's a correlation between the next few months events and things that you have hoped for, longed for, prayed for in the past. It's always hold on, computer acting up. It's always our prayers and all of the energy that we put out in the form of affirmations, thoughts, wishes, desires, goals. They do come to us in the right timing. So please pay close attention to what's coming in the next few months and see if you see a correlation or alignment between it. Also, family, it is, of course, hold on, my computer is doing something strange right quick. Hold on. All right, let's see. Okay. Um, During this great time of transformation in the fall, as nature shifts from the vibrant and abundant green and the warm weather of summer, we're starting to move into a very colorful time of year in the fall. So let's make every day of our lives more vibrant and colorful, like this upcoming season that's coming upon us. Let's welcome it. Let's welcome the changes and the abundance that's coming forth. This super moon and full moon, sorry, the full moon is called the harvest moon. And I can say from my own personal experience, it is beginning to feel like that very much in my life, that there's a lot of, I want to say, a harvest going on right now. And several other people I have talked to in recent weeks are also experiencing a harvest or or a season of abundance, like things that they were working on is beginning to come to them much more quickly. For example, several people I know were planning to move and they weren't sure when, and then in the last few weeks the process has been extradited. Like they're moving and things are happening a lot more faster when it comes to goals being achieved, and when it comes to things that they were working on, or it's just been a time of just harvesting and collecting the collecting the things that the fruits of the labor that was done months ago or years ago, or the thoughts. The labor was the thought. So the thought, everything starts, every idea, every goal, every aspiration, every dream begins with a thought. And so the thoughts were put out there months ago or even years ago, and now is the time to harvest it. Harvest means you go out into the field and you collect what you planted months ago, and you enjoy it, and give thanks and gratitude. So this is a time of we are in now, the harvest time for us to accept and receive with joy and delight all the things that we've been working on and hoping for and longing for, and bringing in, is coming into fruition, is coming into its fullness now. And we should just be excited and grateful, much gratitude, in receiving the abundant harvest that the universe has for in store for us. The time of weeping and woe is me, and things not coming to me the way that I planned, those times are over. Now you're in the harvest season, or the time of great abundance. And the super moon during the harvest full moon is your proof that that time of abundance, that time of um the fullness and greatness of things that you've been working on, and things that you hope for and that you deserve, is yours, is coming to you. There is no lack. It's making its way to you one way or another. And I can say this with confidence because I'm seeing it happen for several people, including my own self and some of the people who are close to me, who were working on things for long periods of time, or making plans, or something happened abruptly. And although it wasn't the ones who experienced something abrupt, although it wasn't what they planned, it the outcome was better than what they ever hoped for. And that's happening for a lot of us now and at this time. And we have to trust that this is for our highest good, and it is, and it's for our very best, and surrender to the flow, and just allow ourselves to be buoyant as we go along with these changes, with these new cycles, with these blessings of abundance, and that are coming our way in this harvest season. So I hope that was helpful. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I always look forward to hearing from you all in the comments. And you can also send me an email. That's another great way to get in touch with me. I hope this was helpful. And I want to share with you all during this time, you know, I know it sometimes it seems difficult with all the things that are happening on earth, but please stay strong, keep your heads up, be encouraging to one another, Be patient with one another. Be encouraging to yourself. Sometimes we can be our worst critic. Sometimes we can be our thoughts can be our biggest bully. So please be patient, be kind to yourself and others, be loving, be be forgiving, and just be ready to receive the blessings and the abundance and all the wonderful things that are coming your way. And know that all these transitions that are taking place, all the change that's happening, is happening for your best, is happening for your highest good, and is happening to help you on your spiritual journey as you grow and develop into the divine being that you are. So, with that said, tonight, please, go outside, take some pictures, take a look at the full moon, enjoy these energies. And I hope each and every one of you has a wonderful, wonderful, peaceful week full of peace, love, prosperity, good health, and abundance. Peace and love.